So my name's Andy Mann. I'm the VP of Strategic Solutions at CA Technologies. What that means is that I look at what's happening in the market. I talk to our customers, I talk to CIOs, I talk with our partners. I try and figure out what kind of solutions people need to move their business forward. And so I take that back into CA Technologies, talking with our product teams, talking with our solution teams, and put together combinations of products, people, technologies, partners that solve those business problems. And then I go back out to the market and I tell them about it. And I tell them what we're doing with technologies, what we're doing with our partners, what we're doing to solve those critical business problems that they're facing. There are a lot of challenges that our customers are seeing when they're talking about migrating to the cloud. Key among these are actually people and process issues. A lot of people think that the technology is the issue, but in a lot of ways technology is easy, people are hard. And the processes that go alongside that. So there's a lot of politics. Pooled resources, which is a fundamental part of cloud computing, mean sharing resources. A lot of people don't necessarily want to do that. They think they've bought their servers. So you get these server hugger mentalities where people don't want to give up control. You also get a lot of issues around interdepartmental politics. Also around, one of the key areas I see as a problem is actually around licensing. Needing to move licensed software onto virtual machines and then into clouds. It's very difficult. And so needing to find solutions to those issues are a key part of the solutions that we're looking for. We've done a lot of research into best practices, and certainly as part of a book I recently wrote on visible ops, virtualization to private cloud, also with CA Technologies and what we're trying to do, looking at the things that people need to do, the best practices. They need to start by planning and cutting through the clutter that's around on cloud and getting past the hype, figuring out what's real for them, looking at their portfolio of solutions, what's right for the cloud, what's not, which clouds are right for them and which are not, designing solutions, modeling, planning, simulating, making sure that they're ready to move to the cloud. And then when they get to the cloud, automating, orchestrating, making things happen at computer speed, making IT happen at the speed of business, rather than doing things manually, doing things repetitively, doing things ad hoc, making sure things happen quickly, with minimal touch, with minimal intervention. And then when you're in the cloud, you need to be able to manage things, you need to be able to secure things, assure performance, manage service levels, make sure that the business expectations are being met, and making sure you're dealing with things like identity, data loss, other security issues. And again, these are going to hold you back. If you don't get it right, if you don't go through these steps to the cloud, if you just randomly adopt cloud, you're going to end up in big problems. So having this really formulated approach that goes through these multiple best practices around planning, design, delivery, assurance, security, optimization, those things are going to get you to a responsible cloud, to a reliable cloud. Let you do it confidently in ways that satisfy the business need. The licensing implications of moving to the cloud are fairly significant. It's one thing to have your own in-house written software which you move onto a cloud, but ultimately you've got to have proper licensed platforms, even if you're doing that. So it's not just about packaged software and the licenses there. And we know certainly some of the big vendors have big issues around moving applications to the cloud. Also the platforms you're writing those applications on, but also moving around within the cloud. Not just public cloud, and we think about the public cloud providers as one of the key licensing implications, but even private cloud, inside your own data center, when you've got licenses that are locked down to servers, locked down to CPUs, locked down to cores, locked down to users. Again, cloud is about sharing resources, pooling resources, and it's about dynamic use of those resources. Moving applications and services around, whether it's internal, external, you need to have licenses that are mobile, that are dynamic, that are not tied down to one server, one CPU, one core, or one user. So being able to move licenses around, being flexible, this is a real challenge for the industry today, and one that I think we're trying to solve pretty rapidly.